Hi everyone. I am completely blown away. After my last video regarding Jackie's passing, I have gained 148 of you guys, and I am so honored that you guys thought that I contributed enough to be worth watching, and I am so happy to have you guys with me. I'm completely blown away. For everyone who has been following me, thank you so much. It is so amazing to be able to listen and talk to you guys and learn your stories, and know that by me sharing my experiences, I've been able to help some of you, and I am so proud of that fact. What have I been up to? I know that I've been gone for a little bit, and I know I've been kind of terrible uploading, and I apologize. But for the first time in a very long time, I have actually been on vacation. I've been on 2 vacations this month. I had not been on vacation since I was diagnosed with my CSF leak, simply because we've been very involved and my health has had a lot of ups and downs, and I've been so focused on trying to work and go to school that I really hadn't had the time. And so since I quit school a while back, I have had more free time to do things that I like to do and things that I enjoy, and do things like vacation. And I absolutely loved it. It was everything that I needed and more. I was able to just enjoy myself. I didn't have anywhere to be. I didn't have anything to do. I could eat myself into a coma if I wanted to. I could sleep as much as I want. And I was able to enjoy the company of family and friends. And I have not been able to do that for a very long time because I was so focused on catching up and finishing my degree and going on to the next thing, and always on to the next and on to the next and on to the next, that I had forgotten to live my life instead of survive my life, because it's so easy to get stuck in survival mode that you forget that you still have to be happy and you still have to do things that you like doing while you're treating. And so over the course of this month, I did a 3-day cruise with my cousin to Ensenada, and then I also went to a bachelorette party, my very first one. I had an absolute blast with both of them, and I was so relaxed, and I was truly able to enjoy myself. And I am so thankful that my health was able to stay calm through both of them. My big fear was that, one, they were close together, so I was afraid that I was going to wear myself out in the first one and not be able to do the second one so well, or that I was going to ruin things. I was afraid I was going to ruin people's plans if my health went sideways. Luckily for me, the weather was the perfect temperate temperature where I didn't have problems overheating. And I found that my POT symptoms and my CSF leak symptoms aren't as severe the closer I am to sea level. I don't know why. There's a lot of talk in a lot of different forums that say that altitude affects things such as POTS and CSF leak, but being where I was for these vacations made it to where my health was the best it was going to get. And I am so thankful that it was able to hold out, because just for a moment, I was able to just be a 20-something-year-old woman enjoying time with family and friends. And I realized I wouldn't have had this opportunity if I'd stayed in school. If I'd stayed in school, I would still have no free time. I would be overworked. I would have no sleep. My symptoms would be off the wall because I had no sleep and I had ran myself into the ground. And I realized that when I was going to school, I thought I was fighting my fate, as it were. I thought that by trying to go to school, despite the fact that my body just didn't want to work with me and didn't want to do it, that forcing myself to go to school so that I could catch up was me taking control of my life. And that was my control, was that I was pushing forward despite everything. Except by doing that, I actually took a lot of choice away from myself. I didn't have the choice to go on a vacation. I didn't have the choice to hang out with friends because I didn't have time. I didn't have the choice because I had used so much of my energy going to work or going to school that I had nothing left to do anything that I wanted to do. I didn't have the energy or the time to hang out with friends or read a book at a coffee shop or sleep in and do nothing. And I realized that by quitting school, I gave that choice back to myself, which is really surprising because I was terrified when I quit school. I was like, this is a mistake. I'm going to fall even more behind than I already am. What am I going to do? But I guess that's not the case. Despite the fact that no, I'm not where I want to be career-wise, and I'm not where I want to be health-wise, I'm so much happier and I'm so much more relaxed because I have reminded myself why I do the things that I do. I've reminded myself why I've been fighting so hard, why I've been doing all these procedures, why I've been fighting, why I get up in the morning, and that's to be happy, to do the things you want to do, to talk to the people you want to talk to. You know, I'd forgotten that I'm supposed to live my life. I'm not just supposed to survive it. And when this new year had come around, I wanted to make a video regarding the new year, and I was looking at my photos and I saw a lot of hospital photos. And I was kind of afraid as I went through my photos, I wasn't going to find a lot of photos of me having fun, of being happy, about genuinely smiling. I was kind of afraid that my phone was going to be a time capsule of a year where I didn't live my life. I was trapped in the hospital. I was trapped in my bed. I was afraid that I hadn't captured the good things that had happened that year. And so this year, by quitting school, I've been able to take control of my life and do the things I want to do and have fun. And my mom has been getting really sappy with me lately because I'll post a photo where I'm smiling and I'm happy. I am truly happy in that moment when that photo's taken. And she always is texting me going, "You're so happy. I'm so happy that you look so happy." And that's because I'm not pushing myself so hard to match up, to be where all of my peers are. I'm enjoying the fact that I'm there. I'm enjoying the fact that I'm healthy enough to be there. I'm enjoying the moment. And for me, I'm a terrible person when it comes to enjoying the moment because I'm always thinking 5 years ahead. I'm always thinking far ahead in my future, and I forget to enjoy the moment. And so there's a sense of accomplishment looking through my phone and seeing so many photos of me smiling, having fun, doing fun things, enjoying my friends, which I hadn't seen in months, enjoying my family that I hadn't seen in months, because I had given myself this rigorously terrible schedule where I didn't have time for myself. I had time for work and school and doctor's appointments, and that was it. That was all I had in my life. And so looking back, looking at my phone, looking at the memories that I've made this month, going on my cruise, going to the bachelorette party, I am finally feeling like I've taken control of my life. I feel like I'm actually living my life again instead of surviving it, because I decided to put my happiness first instead of putting what I thought was the only decision, the only way to make it in life. Because I thought the only way I could be successful was if I had a degree, if I had this job, if I got here, I would be successful. That was my thought. And so by deciding that no, if I'm going to make myself miserable and make myself physically sick and make my body break down in order to accomplish this goal that may not even work out, then that's not worth it. I'm so much happier not going to school, but feeling like I am living my life, that I'm not trapped, that I don't have a choice, because I never felt like I had a choice when I was going to school and working and doing medical procedures, because I really didn't. You can't not go to work because your body just hates you. You can't not go to your exam. So I had so much of my life taken up by these responsibilities that I had no choice when it came to doing the things I wanted to do, because I didn't have the time. I didn't have the energy. My body wouldn't go that far. It refused to go any farther than I was pushing it, which meant that I was missing out on opportunities and missing out on life and missing out on opportunities to be happy and enjoy the moment and remind myself why I get up in the morning, remind myself why I'm doing this, remind myself why I'm going through these procedures over and over and over again. And that's because I do what I do so I can have these moments. Why am I working so hard and doing these procedures to be healthy if I don't use that health to do things I want to do? The job is great, but they'll, if I left tomorrow, they'd function without me. And degrees are great, but you have plenty of healthy, perfectly healthy people who have these degrees and don't use them. So I'm going to kill myself for a job that could function without me. I'm going to damage my body and damage my mental health for a degree that may never go anywhere. It wasn't worth it. And so, having gone on these vacations, having had time to myself, having had time to do the things I want to do, has made me feel so much happier. My situation hasn't changed. My future, as far as I know, hasn't changed. I'm still facing all the same obstacles I was facing while I was going to school, but now that I have time to rest and recover, and I have time to spend my time with the people I care about, those obstacles seem not so bad. And they seem a lot less big and a lot less scary, knowing that I have these people around me, that I have these experiences that I can hold on to when things get tough. And that's why, even if you just spend a couple minutes a day doing something you want to do, doing something you enjoy, you'll probably find that you'll be a lot happier for it. And so, if I get anything across in this video today, do what you want to do. Do the things that you like to do, even if it's just little minute things a couple minutes a day. Remind yourself why you're doing this. why you get up in the morning. Keep perspective. So that's me. And I am loving seeing your guys' comments. I am loving the fact that I'm being able to talk to you guys and get your stories. And if you have any questions, make sure to leave them down in the comments. Because I've had so many new subscribers, I'm thinking I'll probably do kind of a Q&A so you guys can get to know me. And, you know, the people who have followed me for a little while, you may learn something new about me too. And I think that I like to show you who I am and what I like to do besides being special and chronically ill, because there's a lot more to me than just what my doctor says. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, stories, make sure to leave them down in the comments. I will make sure to link my Facebook page for anyone who wants to privately message me. My goal is to always get back to you guys within about 24 hours. And if you guys have any videos you'd like me to make sure to comment either in the description or on my Facebook page, and I will do my best to make that happen. So again, I am so honored for all of you guys to be following me on my journey, and I hope I'll see you in the next video.